Hello class 9. Today we are going to discuss programming question number 3. The question is, write a program to calculate and display the sum of all odd numbers and even numbers between a range of numbers from m to n. To print all the sum of all the even number and odd number from the range of numbers m to n, both inclusive, both will be included, where m is less than n. Input the value of m and n. Okay, so see the program. Public class sum of even odd. System out println enter the value of m, int m equal to in dot next int. System out println enter the value of n, int n equal to in dot next int. Int se sum of even equal to 0, so sum of odd equal to 0. Now first check the condition that the value of m should be bigger than n. If the value of m is bigger than n, then it must print a message like m should be less than n, and it will not calculate anything. Okay, so we are checking the condition. If m is greater than n, then system out println m should be less than n, and else part will not execute. And if the value of m is smaller than n, then else part will execute. So in the else part, int I equal to m, I less than equal to n, I plus plus. Divide I by 2. If remainder is 0, I modulus 2. If remainder is 0, then SE equal to SE plus I, else SO equal to SO plus I. If remainder is 0, then add it in a sum of even equal to sum of even plus I. Otherwise, add it sum of odd equal to sum of odd plus I. And print the sum, and print the sum of even numbers, and print the sum of odd numbers. Okay, now let us see this program in Java. Open the BlueJ. Program is already typed. See the same program. Enter the value of m, enter the value of n. Okay, compile the program. No syntax error. Close. Okay, enter the value of m. Suppose m value is 2. Value of n, suppose n value is 60. The 2 is smaller than 60. Enter. The sum of all the even numbers from 2 to 60 are 390, and sum of all the odd numbers from 2 to 60, 899. So this was question number 3. Now let us discuss the question number 4. Programming question number 4. Write a program to enter any 50 numbers and check whether they are divisible by 5 or not. We have to input the 50 numbers, and what we have to check whether they are divisible by 5 or not. If divisible, then perform the following task. Display all the numbers ending with the digit 5. We have to display those numbers which are ending with the digit 5, and you have to count and display the numbers ending with 0 out of 50 numbers. Okay, very simple program. Int I, index variable to create the loop, n to input one by one number, c equal to 0 to count total number of digits ending with 0. Okay, system out println enter 50 numbers. For I equal to 1, I less than equal to 50, I plus plus. N equal to in dot next int, we have entered the number. Divide the n by 5. If it is divisible by 5, then only this if block will execute. If n is not divisible by 5, then if block will not execute. So suppose n is divisible by 5, the number what you have entered is divisible by 5. So now divide the number by 10. See, display all the numbers display all the numbers ending with the digit 5. So if n modulus 10 remainder is equal to 5, that means n is ending with 5, then print the n. And count and display the numbers ending with 0. If n modulus 10 equal to 0, then c equal to c plus 1, and give for the next time. So like this, we'll input how many numbers? 50 numbers, and all the numbers will be checked. If it is divisible by 5, then only this if block will execute. In it, what this will check that if n is ending with the 5, then print that number and check if it's a number. If it is ending with the 0, then count that how many numbers are ending with 0. All right, so let us check the output. Program is already typed, enter 15 numbers, compile it, no syntax error, close. Now it is asking to enter 15 numbers. Enter the 15 numbers. Any 15 numbers. It will take time to input the 15 number. Now have you noticed the numbers which are ending with 5 is printed? See here, 35 ending with 5, 35 printed, 25 ending with 5, 25 printed, 45 ending with 5, 45 printed, 55 ending with 5, 55 printed. Okay, like 89 not ending with the 5, so it is not printed. So let's see, I'm inputting 15. The 15 is printed. 40 is will be counted as a ending with 0. So like this, you input 50 numbers. Randomly you can input the number. $50 numbers. It takes time. Like this you can input. Now see, after entering 15 numbers, how many number of these ending with 0? There are 9 numbers ending with the 0. So this is the output of the program. Now question number 5. Write a program to display all the numbers between m and n input from the keyboard. Where m is less than n, m is greater than 0 and n is greater than 0. That means m is a positive number, n is a positive number, and m is smaller than n. Check and display the numbers that are perfect square. Like 25, square root of 25, 5, square root of 36, 6, square root of 49, 7. So these are called perfect square. A number is said to be a perfect square if its square root is an integer number. This program I have discussed before also. So enter the value of m, int m equal to int dot next int. Enter the value of n, int n equal to int dot next int. Now according to question, check if m is less than n and m is greater than 0 and n is greater than 0. Then only the block will execute. Now for int I equal to m, I less than equal to n, I plus plus. System out print a number. Print the number. Double SR equal to math.sqrt. I will find out the square root of I. If SR square root is equal to math.floor SR, like square root of 9 will be 3.0, and if you round it, math.floor 3.0, it will be the same only. So both are same. And if suppose it comes 3.5, if you round it, it will become 3.0. If you round it, it will become 3.5 will become 3.0. So this 3.0 is not equal to 3.5 is not equal to 3.0. Both will not be equal. So if both are equal, print I is a what? Square, perfect square. Again, it will go for the next value of I, take the next number, print the number, find the square root, and if the square root is equal to math.floor SR, then it is what? Square, perfect square. And if it is not a square root, both will not be equal. Okay, so it will print till n, and if m is not less than n and m is not greater than 0 and n is not greater than 0, then output will be wrong input, m should be less than n. Now let us see this program. Compile the program, no syntax error, close. Suppose m is 2 and n is 60. To see, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25 is a perfect square, 49 is a perfect square, like this. Once again, input 2, value 2 and value 40. Now see, between 2 and 40, 4 is a perfect square, 16 is a perfect square, 9 is a perfect square, 16 is a perfect square, 25 is a perfect square. These are the perfect square. Okay. Now today's last question. Write a program to display all the Buzz numbers between P and Q. What is a Buzz number? Buzz number is the number which ends with 7 or is divisible by 7. Sorry. Number which ends with 7 or divisible by 7, it is called Buzz number. And where the value of P must be less than Q. So enter the value of P in P equal to in dot next int. Enter the value of Q in Q equal to in dot next int. If P less than Q, then print Buzz numbers between P and Q int I equal to P, I less than equal to Q, I plus plus. If I modulus 10 equal to 7, if I is divisible by 10, the remainder is 7, or that means ending with the 7, or I modulus 7 equal to 0, that means I is divisible by 7, then print the I. So it will print till the Q, and if the condition is false, P is not less than Q, then else part will execute and will print wrong input, P should be less than Q. Now let us see the program. Compile the program. No syntax error. Close. Void main. Suppose P2 Q40. So see, between 2 and 40, how many Buzz numbers are there? 7 ending with 7, 14 divisible by 7, 17 ending with 7, 21 divisible by 7, 27 ending with 7, 28 divisible by 7, 35 divisible by 7, and 37 ending with 7. So all Buzz numbers are printed. So write all these programs in your copy and practice. Thank you.